New Jersey's Department of Environmental Protection and Delaware's Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control have been allowing these two facilities to operate under long expired permits that allow the fish kills to continue. Without enforcement of the Clean Water Act by the states, its requirements for minimizing the adverse impacts to the fish are meaningless. And so it is left to the residents of this watershed to take on the burden of enforcing the Clean Water Act against both the regulators, in this case New Jersey DEP and Delaware's DNREC, and the regulated, the Salem Nuclear Generating Station and the Delaware City Refinery. And that's why we're here today. Today, the Delaware Riverkeeper Network, New Jersey Sierra Club, the New Jersey Environmental Federation, the Delaware Sierra Club, and Delaware Audubon Society have filed actions in the courts of Delaware and New Jersey to secure orders that would require New Jersey DEP and Delaware's DNREC to issue permits that require both Salem and the Delaware City Refinery to comply with the Clean Water Act and to minimize their fish kills. Our legal filings demand that the process begin and that the agencies stop sitting on their hands and turning a blind eye to the needless slaughter of fish in the Delaware River.
We filed a complaint in lieu of prerogative writs, which is a form of relief in form of mandamus for an order to compelling agency action, which is mandatory under New Jersey regulations. We filed a similar action in Delaware under the same theory under Delaware law.
For far too long, these dirty energy companies have been allowed to pollute the Delaware River and its estuary, robbing that river of its vitality and of life. The Salem plant itself, killing more than 3 billion fish and fish larvae a year, and if you think about it, just since the last time a permit was given in 2001, it's more than 36 billion fish. They've gone on for far too long, and that we're here today to force the government to do the job that they were supposed to have done a long time ago, and that is to protect that river that belongs to all of us. When you think about the Salem plant and the impact that it has, it's not only the billions of fish that get killed, an impingement on the screens going into the plant, but it's then the environmental impacts of that superheated water that then hits the river. And in that water, there are all kinds of chemicals, from metals that have leached out of the facility or different other chemicals that are there to kill fungus and other things. So it impacts the river in both going into the plant and going out of the plant.
The Delaware River is an incredibly important resource for present and future generations, and the cooling water intake structures have caused detriment to our aquatic resources in a way that the impact could be mitigated if sensible, reasonable existing technologies were only deployed. So as a final thought on this, I think it's incredibly important to note that putting infrastructure into both of these facilities in a way that can reduce their impact on fisheries, on commercial and recreational fisheries that are already heavily regulated in the region and in both states, is a very good first step to ensuring the future integrity of our aquatic environment.